Day 5, it's our last leg, and we'll get to dream roll today.
Day 5, dream roll, baby.
We're excited.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Hey!
Holy moto, it's been a while, but I'm back and here to share my recent moto adventure with two of my best girlfriends and their very first long-distance motorcycle trip. We ride coastal from Los Angeles to Shelton, Washington to attend an all-women's weekend moto camping event, the Dream Roll. Don't hit that skip button, this is an episode you don't want to miss. Hi, it's me in 2023. It's clear that I am not the best at turning around videos for this channel because I was trying to find a balance between my full-time job and this. It just was challenging for me. But I made some changes, and in 2023, I want to put more videos out. I want to share more of the adventures I experienced on the road, and I did a lot of that in 2022. So I'm going to bring everything out in the archives and start dumping them out and sharing with you guys. Also, this talking stuff is not easy for me, so I hope you guys understand that. Putting myself in front of the camera is not the easiest. I'm really more so doing this to just share. Experiencing these things as a woman on a motorcycle with friends is so unique, and it's worth sharing. And so I hope you guys enjoy what I put out there. Appreciate all the support that I get so far from friends, family, and everyone here on YouTube. So let's get back into it. I'm pulling from the archives a trip I took back in August of 2022. Two of my girlfriends were ripping up the coast to attend a weekend event in Washington called the Dream Roll. Good morning. I am up before the sunrise, but somehow still behind. I always find myself struggling with my luggage, even though I feel like I packed my bike a million times. It's always one thing or another, but I'm finally on the road and ready to meet with the girls. Okay, so I finally made it to the gas station. We were supposed to be on the road by 6, but you know what? Shit happens. Here I am getting greeted by a friend and his fur baby, and here are the girls. I'm about to get gas and we'll get on the road. Can we also just take a second and talk about traveling by motorcycle and gas prices? If any new riders out there are interested in knowing if you save more by traveling on your bike versus in your car, I personally feel these days you actually don't. We're stopping and gassing up at least every 100 miles, and depending where you're going, it eventually adds up. Anyways, just something to really think about when you're planning for a motorcycle trip. Okay, so fun fact, it's my two friends' first real long distance motorcycle trip, and they were low-key stressed prior on how to pack. You definitely learn how to pack less, but more of the important stuff as you travel more, and I think they did pretty good. Also, when you break up your accommodations between camping and hotel stay, it can get challenging, but eventually you figure it out. Honestly, I still am.
Okay, well, I checked the maps, and it said to get there by 5, we'd have to leave at like 4. 9.
Oh, okay.
So we're like probably gonna get there.
Alright, it's time to saddle up and hit the road, and considering how behind I was, it looks like we're still on schedule to cruise the coast and head to Big Sur to get some sightseeing in. Before we go on, I want to apologize for this POV. I got a newish modular helmet I wanted to try out for this trip, and the GoPro mount doesn't sit right on the front. I eventually get it worked out at some point of the trip though. So far, things are running smoothly and Ventura County is looking absolutely beautiful for us this morning. The skies are blue and clear and the weather is crisp. I have to say, these are the things I'm so grateful for, to live in a state that offers great weather almost all year round. I mean, look at that. The ocean, the girls riding in front of me. It's honestly picture perfect. A little roadside celebration as we get to the main highway and get a break from the hustle and bustle of the city freeways. Weather is still looking good, but as we move closer up the central coast, we begin to hit some marine layer and things get a bit nippy.
I didn't get to jump on here and talk, but it was a rough morning. Trying to back my bike. But we're now in Cambria. We're about, what, 200 miles away from LA?
Who's keeping count?
We actually changed our route up from LA. We were supposed to go through Redding, but we saw the weather and it was looking quite smoky. But we decided to reroute ourselves and rip up along the coast the entire way, and we're kind of not regretting anything, but just really cold.
Why is it even so cold?
Yeah. Would you
We're
rather, would you rather
really
be too hot or too
cold.
cold is the question.
We all said too
Did we say
hot,
Yeah.
right?
We all said too hot.
If you guys didn't check out my last episode, my friends and I traveled to Death Valley in February of last year and nearly froze our tits off midway. Here's the clip where we question our sanity around what we would rather be.
Would we rather be too cold or too hot?
Too hot. Too hot. Too hot. Too hot.
I was actually thinking that.
Damn it.
That's because we were freezing.
And we're freezing. Look at the fog, y'all. I mean, don't get us wrong, it's beautiful. And I probably would, I don't know, it was gonna be 105.
Yeah, fuck that.
Anyways, we get back on the highway and continue our way up to Big Sur, where we catch a little break from the fog and make a couple stops to check out some of the popular views from afar before we get to our final stop for the day, Santa Cruz.
All right, we got some good weather finally. Are we happy? It's sunny. It's actually perfect. We made it to Santa Cruz.
Woo! Yes, we did.
Cloudy, cold, but we got a fire started without paying $2 for a fire starter. Didn't I tell
The
you?
judgment on that cashier's face.
I know.
Seriously, she had no faith in us.
She did not believe in our.
Okay, yes, y'all, that is a face of confidence, but not gonna lie, shortly after the fire did go out, I tried a few times to get it going. There just was too much moisture in the air and some assistance was needed eventually. But either way, we closed the day out early so we could get all the rest we needed for another full day of riding the next morning.
We're about to go to bed at like 9 o'clock. It's 6 p.m. So we're getting this fire started ASAP.
This might be the
Soon as
earliest I've ever started.
As soon as this fire goes out, we're hitting the sack.
Be sure to stay tuned. If you aren't already, hit that subscribe button and don't miss out on the next episode. I have a little roadside hiccup as we get into San Francisco and are about to cross the famous Golden Gate Bridge. Thanks for watching.